Hi students, how are you all? This is your English grammar class and I'm your teacher Miss Hifsa. I'm today here with a new topic and our topic is prepositions. As it would be already clear to you that what are preposition, but let's discuss it again. Meaning of preposition. Preposition tells us the position of something in relation to another, or simply we can say it shows the position of one noun with another noun. Its definition is a preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or pronoun. It is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship with something else in the sentence. It shows the position of a noun or a pronoun with relationship to other different things in sentences. Now look at the example so then it would be clear to you. As if we say that the book is on the table. Here the word on is a preposition. The child is behind the tree. So here the word behind is a preposition because it is showing up position of one noun with another noun. We have certain kinds of preposition based on their use in a sentence. We have its three types, that how they use it in a sentence. So it has three types based on the construction of prepositions themselves, like how a preposition consists of one word or two words or many words, so how they are constructed. So they have four types: simple preposition, double preposition, compound preposition and participle preposition. Let's discuss them one by one, but let's first discuss it based on their use in a sentence. Based on their use in a sentence, the prepositions are divided into categories of preposition of place, preposition of time, preposition of movement. These are the three types of prepositions according to the sentence. Preposition of place. Let's first define it. Preposition of place refer to those prepositions which can be used to show where something is located. Like they shows us that where something is, whether the thing is behind something, it is beside something, it is upon something. So it shows the place of one thing with another thing. Preposition of place refer to those prepositions which can be used to show where something is located. It simply shows us where something is located or where a thing or person is. Look at, here are some examples of for preposition of place. Above, when something is above something. Up, after, on, before, against, by. Behind, below, along, near, down, in, at, across, inside, between, over. Like if we say the aeroplane is flying above the clouds, so here the word above is a preposition because it is showing us the position of that aeroplane. The dog buried the bone under the ground. The dog buried the bone under the ground. Here the word under is showing us the position of the bone, that where the dog has buried it. Our house is at the end of the street. Here it is locating our house, that where our house is located. It is located at the end of the street. So here at is preposition. The cat ran across the road. The cat ran across the road. So here the word across is showing us that where the cat ran. So these are all different types of preposition, and especially preposition of place because they are showing us the place of one noun in relation with another noun. Then we have preposition of time. As its name mentioned, a preposition of time helps to link the noun or pronoun with a time value. It just related the noun or pronoun with a time value. It functions as an indicator as to what point of time did an event occur, that tell when or to tell which point an event occur. So it shows us the time. Look at this example, then it would be clear to you. Here are some examples for preposition of time. About, before, for, by, around, in, ago, at, past, since, to, on, after, until, between, and during. As you know, since and for we use it in sentences as well, like in tenses when we are doing any perfect continuous tense. So there we use as time is mentioned in it, so we use since and for. So here since and for are also included in preposition of time. Look at examples. The train is about an hour late. Like how much a train is late? It is about an hour late. So here about is a preposition. The classes begins at 8 o'clock. Here the word 8 is showing us that when the classes are going to be started. So it is showing us the relationship between a noun according to the time. My birthday falls on Wednesday. On Wednesday. So here the Wednesday is also a noun, as you know it is the name of a day. So here it is showing us the relationship of this noun with the birthday noun. India has been independent since 1947, or Pakistan has been independent since 1947. So here the word since are showing us from which time or from which point of time something happens. So these are all prepositions of time. Then we have preposition of movement. A preposition of movement is used to show movement to or from a place, that how a person moves from a particular place or how a person moves toward a particular place. So here the preposition of movement shows us the movement of something. Its examples are down, past, into, behind, up, onto, through, off, over, on, across, at, by, far, after, towards. The cat has climbed up a tree. Like here they are showing us the movement of the cat. Up a tree means that it is going upstairs, upside. The children got off the bus. The children got off the bus. They got on the bus or they got off the bus. So here the word off is showing us the movement of the children. She ran along the pavement. Here the word along is showing us the movement of her, that to which direction she moves. The bus goes towards the market. Here the word towards is showing us that where the bus is going. It is going towards the market. So here towards is preposition of movement. Okay, we have certain exercises for it. Okay, based on the construction of prepositions themselves, the prepositions are of 4 different kinds. Based on the construction, there are 4 different types, like how we construct a preposition, how we write a preposition, or how a preposition is made. So it has 4 different types: simple prepositions, double prepositions, compound prepositions, and participle prepositions. Let's discuss them one by one. Simple preposition, its definition is prepositions that consist of one word and are very simple to understand. These are the most basic prepositions and are used frequently. As we have already discussed different types of prepositions, those were almost all simple prepositions, because on, in, at, up, these are all simple prepositions which are just consist of one single word and are very simple to understand. And these are the basic and the most frequently used, like they are more used by us in our sentences. Here are its example: above, under, around, through, after, on, before, above, among, behind, along, near, down, in, at, across, between, and over. These are all consisting of just single word, and these are all simple prepositions. The paper is on my desk. So here the word on is simple preposition. The man was standing under the tree. The word under is simple preposition. I will meet you near your house at 5 p.m. So here the word at is a simple preposition. She is currently staying in a hotel. So here the word in is a simple preposition. Then we have double preposition. Now as the name shows, double, it would consist of 2 prepositions but are joined to make a whole new one. But they are joined in such a way that we didn't know that whether it is a single preposition or it is double preposition. Like they are just pronouns and they are just written together and they just make a new one. Look at examples: inside, outside, into, onto, upon, up to, within, without, amid. Like here you can see we have combined 2 words, in and side. So in is another preposition and we have combined side is another. In and side, outside, into, on to, up, on. So these are all consist of 2 prepositions which are just written together and which are joined together to form a new one. Outside the house lies a beautiful garden. Here the word outside is double. double preposition because it consists of the two words. Then it is up to us to find a way out. So here the word up to is also a preposition, but it is consisting of more than two words. The dog jumped onto the bed. Once upon a time there lived a king. So here on to, upon, these are all double prepositions. Then we have compound preposition, and its definition can be compound prepositions are two word prepositions. Now they can also consist of two words, but unlike double preposition, compound prepositions are not joined and turned into one word. They are not joined and they are not just seems to be a single word. They just written separately. They remain as two different words, and they are written and they are just pronouncing as two different words. Like look at the examples: according to, apart from, close to, because of, far from, next to, rather than, instead of, out of, due to, relating to, in front of. Like look at the examples and sentences. My car is parked in front of the house. So when we pronounce it or when we write it, so we just write it separately, in front of. They are also written separately and they are also pronouncing separately. Same, Rita was never close to her parents. Close to. She cannot stay here as of now. His behavior is far from normal. So these are all examples of compound prepositions because they are just written separately and they are consisting of more than two prepositions. Two or more than two. Okay, then we have participle prepositions. Participle prepositions are basically participles used as prepositions. A participle is usually a word that ends with en or ing. As you know, present participle or past participle. We have two different types of participles. One is present participle, which is we call it ing form as well, and past participle is third form of verb. So those are called participle prepositions when they are when such words which are ending with ing or en, and they are using they are prepositions, so they are called participle prepositions. Look at the examples. Here are some examples for participle prepositions. Concerning. Here the word concerning is not a action verb, so here it can be used as a verb, but here it is not an action verb, so it is a preposition here. During, excluding, given. Like look at the word given, it has ing form and it is the third form of verb, as well as we say give, gave, given. Following, failing, respecting, provided, pending, considering, notwithstanding, including. Like look at examples and sentences. Everywhere my father went, his dog was following him. Here the word following is a preposition. Ram is always curious about anything concerning Shyam. So here the word concerning is a preposition, but they are participles as well. Participles are used as prepositions. Everybody was invited to the function bearing small children. So these are different examples of participle prepositions, which can be simply we can define it as when participles are used as prepositions, so we call them participle prepositions. Hope this lecture would be clear to you. Your homework for today is that you have to write different kinds of prepositions in sentences. As you can see here, the word following, concerning and bearing are used as in sentences, but the rest of prepositions are not used. So you have to make the sentences of the rest of prepositions which are mentioned in the examples above. Hope this lecture would be clear to you. See you in my next lecture. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.